Hello, I'm Will Forge, and today we will forge. Ah, man, I'm so late to get started today. I know it's becoming a thing, like every single time. I'm aware. It's like, but I just keep on. I don't even know what this is. I just keep on getting staying up late, way too late with my baby. Like she just keeps on waking us up and keeping us up, and it's been rough. Uh, it's understood that a baby will do this, but I just, I was hoping to at least be able to wake up by like, 9:30, 10. Anyway, so she's my fourth, so I think that. Anyway, the point is, okay. So we've got a lot of it done. We were in the middle. Actually, I kind of don't even remember what we were doing yet last time because I skipped a day. And somehow that is enough. I'm going to launch Sapien real quick in case you're wondering. That's what I'm doing off screen there. Okay. We've got, let's see. Trying to think of what we were doing. We were placing, we had the weapons down. I think I remember what it was. I'm about to have to sort some folders because all of the weapons got put into respawns, and that's not what we want. We want to move them over to the weapon folder, and then we can also put the vehicles in there too. Let's take like a couple seconds. Let's see, Cinder Shot, Disruptor 1, Energy Sword. There's a whole lot of these lights in here by mistake. Fusion coils, those can stay here for now. I'm not sure where they go usually. Gabian Sandfield Tall. Okay, Ghost, Ivy Patch, Light, turrets. But man, the news in the Halo, for Halo right now is insane. Like, some really crazy stuff has been going on. Rumors, leaks, nothing really confirmed. Still only slightly more reputable sources, but we just had IGN do an extremely, like a very reputable source, just do a really inaccurate, statement. So it's hard to take these, gaming, reputable sources, which were reputable before COVID, but now seem to be during COVID and after COVID. It's like they just stopped. I wonder if it's because they're doing, video chats. Nothing confirmed, and everyone acting so validated. I know, right? It's like I'm not even like 100% saying that's definitely not true. I'm saying let's just wait and see. I mean, there's no way to verify this unless for us. I mean, someone who has leakers talking to them may be able to like cross-reference with other leakers, but now that the news is broken, some leakers might just be like, "Oh, that explains this one conversation I had at work," and it's just like, yeah, but that conversation might be taken out of context because it's been so long. It's hard to say. I don't know. It's just so weird. But the point is that we've got 200 respawn points, like we're supposed to. But yeah, I don't know. It's just. It's impossible to say at the moment for everyone but the people at 343. Honestly, like, even those random employees that are leaking the information, you can't even fully trust them because I guarantee you 343 doesn't communicate. That was what everybody complains about, is that the underlings never know what's going on, and the ones in charge are constantly, bombarding them with new information at the last minute. It was one of the major complaints. So how could it possibly... Thank you, exactly. Yeah. Like, how could it possibly be accurate information? Like, that is the point. The leakers are the people who don't know. They were the ones... Yeah, anyway. It's ridiculous. You know who knows? Max Hoberman and Pierre Hints. Exactly. Exactly. Maybe if Max Hoberman has a conversation with me about Waterworks in private or something like that, I'll privately ask him. If I publicly ask him, he's just not going to answer. But if I privately ask him, maybe he'll give me a hint, but who knows. Let's see. I don't think he will, though, because I don't know him that well. I just got to talk to him about one map. Let's see. Waterworks... Warthog 1 is down here. Oh, the Warthog... Yeah, Max knows all. Exactly. This is kind of weird. Warthog 1 is here, but Warthog 2, like Warthog without a number isn't, so I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, so I don't think, I honestly don't think there's anything to super get excited about right now. No, but check out my leak scoops behind the paywall. Wait, what? Check out your leak scoops behind the paywall. That it's a. Are you saying you have a like an article about it and all? Oh, sarcasm. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, I understand what you're talking about. Yeah, you're saying that the yeah, that they're charging for it, so they're using this sort of like clickbait to get people to buy it, to buy this, to get through this paywall, and then yeah, no, I see what you're talking about. No, the leaks were from Bloomberg, which paywalls it all. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so like, no matter what you do, it just like, it honestly is just that it's the same article. I think there was an article written about it whenever, what's his name? I watch his channel all the time, and I can't remember his name. The dude who leaked it. He's a really good Halo player despite only having one hand, and he's obsessed with like the gold and the cookies. Anyway, that guy. For some reason, I can't remember his name at the moment, even though I watch almost every video he makes. Sean Dubb, there you go. Yeah, it's especially stupid for me to forget because my middle name is Sean and my first name is William, so I'm Dubb Sean and he's Sean Dubb, and how can I forget? This is one of the reasons I think I have that's one of the symptoms of ADHD that some people have when they have it, is inability to remember people's names, and for some reason I think I've got that. But anyway, I haven't been diagnosed yet though. Anyway, the point is that yeah, it's just complete nonsense. I mean, like, not nonsense. Like, I could see that this could be a thing, but I don't believe it yet. Like, this is not enough information and not enough, like yeah, it's got lots of corroboration, but it doesn't have enough yet for me. But I will say that, like, I'm not opposed to talking about the concept, and that is that me and B on Twitter keep on talking to people about how Unreal Engine's physics engine works fundamentally different. It doesn't interact with as many objects as Halo's does. Halo's is like constantly interacting with all these objects in a very different way. The way it updates and like how frequently it updates and the way it behaves is completely different in a way that takes up a lot of processing power. That's why Halo has always had, you know, struggled with, like, back, even there were games that had 150 players in a match on the Xbox 360, and I think even on the original Xbox, and those games didn't have any physics going on. Like, Halo has been limited to 12 people, even though other games started trying to go up to 24 and stuff like that for all this time, because, like, I think Battlefield was higher before, on the 360, I think, or something like that. I forget which one it was. Anyway, the point is that, like, it's all, like, they got... Did I miss a vehicle? I'm trying to move to vehicles, and I just realized I wasn't really paying enough attention. But yeah, the point is that, like, yeah, it's not gonna feel the same. That like they'll have to get access to, like, root systems and start changing the fundamental, like, code, the fundamental functions of Unreal Engine to make it feel like Halo. So it's possible, but it will feel a little bit off everywhere in the whole game. And the big thing is that Forge, like, how are they going to migrate Forge over? The way 343 was talking, we were about to get normal flow of content. I'm guessing that isn't going to happen now, and it's really going to put a hurting on Infinite. I agree, but I also feel like that is one of the main reasons, the way 343 was talking before the layoffs, is the main reason that that I don't fully believe this. Is like, they wouldn't be talking about how we got to seasonality, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, you know, real, you know, timely manner, we're gonna get you the stuff all at the same time as all that's happening, and the layoffs are the only thing that would be a surprise. And honestly, I don't believe they're a surprise, because even Sean W pointed out, it's to the day. It's exactly 1 year. Yeah, all this conversation is still happening during season 2. Yeah, exactly. This was all happening at the start. This all started at the beginning of season 2, roughly around there, or a little ways into it. You're right. Let's chill and see what they actually have cooked up. Exactly, and that's the thing. Like, well, you pointing that out also brings up the point that they was talking at the beginning of season 2. That's whenever Sean Dub originally leaked this, which means if you really consider all of that, you got to realize they got to seasonality after he leaked it. After they were talking about, we were all talking about it last time. So they're clearly still ramping up and trying to push Infinite into a stable state. And even if that's because they just want it to be stable for the next 5 years while they work on a new game, it's still 5 years of content ahead of us. Like, 5 years of content for Master Chief Collection has resulted in a ridiculous explosion in the last 3 years of it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was shit at the beginning, but then it had a ridiculous explosion. So, like, yeah, exactly. So, like, I just, like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. But it really is going to, it's a wait and see situation. Like, we really cannot say one way or the other until afterward. I missed the Banshees. Forge time, yeah. We're also talking about that leak and all that. Oh, I did get the Banshees right there at the top. I just didn't see that. I just can't take another 6 to 9 month season. One more will kill the game. Oh, absolutely. It's a very nuanced topic. Bloomberg doesn't decide. Yeah, no, I think that Bloomberg is just... Here's what I think Bloomberg did. Bloomberg potentially wanted to report on Halo, and they wanted Halo to be in a better place. Their gaming, like, side... I mean, Halo is such a big deal. They probably wanted Halo to be in a better place at this point because they released Forge and because they released the custom game browser, but the custom game browser is so bare bones at the moment that it's not really helping Forge recover the whole thing. So I feel like, not yet, I feel like in Season 3 we might see some updates to that or something, or maybe Season 4, but for now, we're waiting for those Forge updates that are going to make our maps even better. In Season 3 and Season 4 is whenever all of the maps we've been making up to this point are probably going to become... You know, they're going to be in matchmaking. Some of them are, and some of them are, and then I think they're going to do updates to the custom game browser, because this was an early launch of what they had up to that point. They said this was sort of, he didn't want to say the word beta, but they said so it's kind of, someone asked him, so it's kind of like a beta. He was like, I mean, yeah, kind of. So yeah, I tried your Discord link from YouTube, but it was expired. Oh, weird. I just copied and pasted my URL from the top of the screen. That's really weird. We aren't supposed to even have this yet. Exactly. So, like, I think I must have to find, like, I have to hit an actual share button, I think. But I just copied and pasted the URL from the top of the screen. This is all early dropped Season 3 stuff, right? I'm here, but not for long. Okay. Well, welcome to the show, Aaron. We're currently talking about the leaked information while I transfer files around in the folders, because I've got to straighten some things out so I can count which weapons I have. To make sure I didn't miss any on the map, because Sapien hides things that are on the other side of objects, unlike, you know, Forge, where you'll have like the magnet points and be visible on the other side, through the object. There's nothing to see. So Central Tower, light interior. Yeah. Anyway, so here's a question for you. What's the question? So my main concern is transferring Forge over. I'm gonna wait for your question before I go into that. But because I did talk about it and that was actually, I was talking to you, Aaron, on Twitter about it, about how transferring Forge over. But what you were missing was just that we all like believe it's possible, but we're just being kind of skeptical so far because of the information that's being provided. Let's see, in summary, thought I saw another weapon that I had missed down here, but I could be wrong. Vehicle blocker. Let's see, would you ever go back to YouTube streaming? I mean, I might, because mainly because the only thing I was considering going back to YouTube streaming for is because I was getting like 17 viewers back then, and people were being you know, more lurkers at that time. There was like still only like 2 or 3 people talking, but it's still a lot of viewers. You're saying do it? What for? Is there some kind of change happening? Begged you to go to Twitch. Yeah, yeah, exactly. If you didn't, if you're, are you getting bored of the stream? Are you, because I don't mind if you're checking out, especially since I know you're checking out of Halo in general right now, and you know my stream is about Halo, so I'm not gonna judge you if you are checking out. And now back to YouTube. Yes. Lol, Twitch borked Xbox. That's why. No chat option now. Oh, really? Xbox is broken on Twitch? Oh, jeez. And it was literally for you to be able to watch on... honestly, like, the whole reason I switched to... Twitch removed chat on console app. Not broken. Oh, not broken. They just chose to get rid of it. Dear Lord. Like, honestly, like, switching over here was like a... Literally... I mean, aside from the possibility of becoming paid over here, in addition to being paid over on YouTube, because if I upload them to YouTube afterward, it recycles it sort of gets me stuff. But yeah, no, you're right. I mean, like, aside from that, this was almost like a favor to Aaron, especially because he was doing me so many favors at the time, you know, and has been since. But yeah, so I can definitely do that, because at least you'll be able to chat. Can't change resolutions. What? You need a QR code to chat, and the whole UI changed, so you can't find anything. Viewer only experience now. Jeez. Okay, so that's garbage, and I bet YouTube is still upgrading their equipment. It's probably going to get better and better as we go. So you're not going to see it getting worse as you go. It's going to get better as you go. Yeah, I can switch back to YouTube. Hell, I could do it right this second if you wanted me to, but if you wanted me to just... If you're only here for a little while anyway... Then maybe I'll finish up today's stream, and then tomorrow I'll start on YouTube. Twitch really waited 2 years to get back at Xbox for Mixer. You want me to help you wake up, Freya? I will in a little bit. I know you guys were up really late last night. You don't know how to turn it on? I will give you permission to go play Stray yourself. You don't need Freya's permission. Go on and set it up. She's asleep, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so what am I missing here? And you can go back to being Willforge. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Twitch really waited to. Okay, yeah. You can't chat on YouTube either on console, but YouTube would be no ads and the higher resolution. That's right. You had to use your cell phone at the time, so rather watch on that. Yeah. And it would have been. Yeah, you're right. No ads, higher resolution. It also would be. Technically you could still probably... Can you go down into the comments section at least, even if you can't do chat? I know that wouldn't be live, but so I probably wouldn't see what you were saying immediately, but anyway, I don't know. Yeah, in general, there are just a bunch of different reasons I refuse to use the new Xbox app. Yeah, I mean, they may backpedal it, and because if people are upset with it, they may backpedal that update. But I mean, Microsoft doesn't backpedal things very quickly. If they backpedal at all, they take a long time, typically. I mean, yeah. Otherwise, instead of buying like your next 10 games, you could get a really cheap laptop that can stream videos. Just a really cheap one, like the ones that are just for streaming videos, you know. But yeah, but that would cut into your game purchases, and I know you like a new one like almost every week, so yeah. No, I don't need a laptop. Yeah, no, I don't even use... We got our first laptop for like ever, like 2 years ago, like right at the beginning of COVID, and we hardly touch it. We stream HBO's, you know, lately it's literally just we go to our bedroom and we watch on the bed. We sit on the bed and watch, what do you call it, The Last of Us on that, and that's pretty much all we're using it for. Can't stay for long, but when can we expect a playtest? Oh, let's see. Also I missed some other stuff, but I will answer that question. I would say, okay, assuming I don't have more of those like things causing me to have to take breaks from doing it, like weird emergencies. It really should not be long now. I'm checking to see if I have all of... Oh, I was testing this. Someone was linked me to this image. I think it was I think I remember who it was. But as you saw earlier, I forgot my own middle name. I think it was Ocom. So I'm bad with names. Anyway, it's this. I was testing this. Anyway, the point is, they had shown it to me. Anyway, the point is, I'm talking about. I had the weapons, all done, I believe, and I'm about to double check that. I've got all the spawn points, all the respawn points. I don't have all the objective markers put into place. That's what I need to move around the map to set them up. I still have this thing sitting here, which I need to get rid of, or just drag it outside the map so I can just at least leave as a prototype until I need to delete it. This won't be moving. The shroud won't be moving yet. But all told, aside from all of that, I do believe it is really close. It's practically done. We need to build out the AI, and we need to build out lighting. And once those are complete, I suppose it will be ready to release. And if that's the case, that may take 1 week if I'm efficient, at most. Maybe just a couple of days, because it's really just verifying I have all the weapons, which I was about to do. I was just sorting things into the right folder so I can compare them to the folder in Sapien, and that way I don't have to go flying around Sapien looking for things that I might have missed. And if I do have everything, then I don't need to fly around. If I'm missing anything, I do fly around. Anyway, the point is that after that, I save off my second copy. Oh, I need to... No, I mean, I move my objective markers and put a kill box down here. Then I save off my second copy, and then I can build AI navigation and lighting, and attempt to... well, lighting will be last, I guess. AI navigation will be next, and I need to move... to do that, I'll need to move all these boxes that are out there at the edges of the map around, like, scale them up and move them around. So yeah, my answer is basically, like, maybe a couple days, maybe a week. And if I'm really inefficient with it, or like have some days where like the entire day is a wash because of weird normal life stuff with my kids, stuff like that, like birthday yesterday for example, then I might take like up to 2 weeks, but we'll say a couple of days to 2 weeks. Right around a week. Anyway, okay, I missed a bunch of chat stuff. Not only laptop, how much more do you have to forge? It's looking pretty done. Oh, I was just answering that too, because I was answering for Twiggy. Since you have better internet now, you can actually stream in a higher bitrate than Twitch would allow. I was about to say that a second ago too, and then everything else got kind of interrupted. Is that would solve the bitrate thing where I was trying to... I don't know how to solve that on Twitch, so you're telling me to limit it, and that's all I know. I need to go through settings, and I don't know how to do that. And I'd have to figure that out. And I think I may have tried it and adjusted it once, but yeah. Wilco, what's the highest you can stream on YouTube? 4K is HDR possible? Lol. I don't even have a 4K monitor. I could theoretically try to stream this in 4K, but if I'm streaming, I would... One question I don't know is, so if I set Halo Infinite to 4K, my graphics card can handle it, but my monitor is not 4K. If I set my graphics card to 4K and then have OBS stream that, like stream Halo Infinite and not stream the screen, which is what it's already set to anyway, will that grab the 4K? It'll upscale to 4K. Okay. So will it even grab the game at 4K though, and then stream that even though it's displaying at 1080 for me? Or will it just or will it still just display what it's actually rendering to my screen? That's what I don't know. Where does OBS grab it? Does it grab it before or after it gets put to my screen is my question. Anyway, YouTube I think can go to 10K bitrate. Nice. HDR probably not. You can super sample in game. Okay. A lower resolution with a higher bitrate will be better overall than a higher resolution with a low bitrate. That's true. Your screen is downsampling from a 4K image. The stream would be 4K. Okay, so yeah, so basically it'll send it a 4K image, and then my screen will go, I don't know how to handle this, and make it 10K for me. But you guys could see 4K, which would be funny. If it ends up being higher bitrate and 4K, it'll be funny because you guys will see it at the same, basically the same speed as me, but then because the bitrate could be higher. And then at the same time, you might see it at better resolution than I do. And that would be really hilarious. It's also all a Old school gamer, 1080p still looks good enough for me. I'm still able to hit those headshots in ways that like, you know, younger audience are like, why? How can you even stand this? I don't even understand. So yeah, we would see a better image in a sense. Yes, a Twitch can balls now. Yes, it can. Your screen is down simply. I see. Thank you. So let's hope that it can handle the 4K. I do need to try that. I don't know for sure my graphics card can handle. I know it should be able to handle that, but it's also the min specs for Halo Infinite, so I may have to adjust some other graphical settings to do that. So we will see, but I'm pretty sure it'll be able to handle it. So yeah. Yeah, my daughter is yelling at me across the house to help her turn on we got, my other daughter got Stray for her birthday yesterday, and because they've been watching streams of it and loving it, and wanting it so bad. So we basically she's wanting me to come in there and set that up for her. But yeah. Okay, where is my, okay, I think it's this one. No, it doesn't matter. I never changed anything in Waterworks, so any of the backups will do. Let's see. It's booting up. I forgot to open up Sapien first. You know, Stray's on PlayStation Plus, right? Yes. Wait, is that, oh, that's the basically it's like the Xbox Games app, right? Or Games Pass. So I did not know that. We have Games Pass. It might even be on there. We just bought it on a disc, so maybe we wasted some money. I don't know, but yeah. Hopefully not. But yeah, I appreciate you letting me know though, because that's was it day one PlayStation Plus launch? Yeah, it's on the Essentials tier. Ah, kids want the Xbox. Lol. Yeah. Let's see. Game data. Net game equipment. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 battle rifles. I still don't think that anyone has chimed. This is specifically relevant to what I was just counting and checking. Free coaster, I suppose. It's part of the experience. Yeah, exactly. I mean, also like, I don't know. I just had a thing with Nintendo. So Nintendo, I assumed they went to. They want to hold the disc and be like, yes, yeah, exactly. But like, okay, so I just had a thing with Nintendo, and they gave me a free digital download copy for Mario Kart 8 because of it, and they refunded me, even though their policies did not refund digital downloads. Also, they refunded me Animal Crossing for the digital download because. So they did this thing. To me, I'm so used to Xbox's thing. I've owned multiple Xboxes, but I've never actually owned multiple of the individual Nintendo consoles. I've owned every Nintendo console, but I've never owned multiple of a single Nintendo console. So whenever I purchased, I got Animal Crossing for my console, my Switch, and my kids wanted to play it, and obviously I got that knowing that they were going to want to, and got it so that they could, because it was a game that I knew they would enjoy too, and they play it nonstop, or like all the time, like almost daily. But what I didn't know was that if you then get a second Switch, right? I had gotten the cartridge, I then got a second Switch. I got the digital download copy on my account as well on that second Switch. But what I didn't know is that you set a console as your home console, and you can't, no other profiles. Like if I log into my Xbox Live account on one Xbox, and I save off to where I don't need the password to log into it, and then I do that on my other Xbox, and then then all I have to do, all my kids would have to do, to play all of my digital games on the second Xbox, is to log into my profile. It'll automatically log me in, and then now everyone on that profile, on that Xbox, has access to those games. Every single one of them. And then if they want to go and play all those digital console games on my other one, they can do it over here. It's like that. It doesn't require anything, and my kids could do it all on their own, without my help. With Nintendo, apparently, I have to go into settings on the website to change what is my home console, get the serial number off the console, input it in as my home console, and then it links to that home console. So I didn't know this, and I bought a digital copy of the game, and then found out that on their console, they're not even going to be able to play the game, because that's not my home console. So the other one is actually mine, so I'm going to leave it as my home console. And then, so they refunded me the thing, and I went out to GameStop and bought a second physical copy of Animal Crossing. So now they can play on the 2. So that's a whole thing that had to do with them. And so because of all of that, now I'm still kind of like, okay, you're right. It's on the game. It's on the PlayStation thing, but it's not a first-party game. I think, right? I mean, it's third party, right? So at any point, that contract may end and then it'll go away. And they still want Stray. They'll still want to be able to play Stray. So I'm skeptical of all these digital systems now because of Nintendo, which is weird to say because this is the first time I've ever been really angry at Nintendo. Aside from like, oh man, that's really disappointing that you canceled Metroid Prime 4's release that year, and now we have to wait a whole another year. Aside from that kind of thing, which is more about disappointment, this was me actually being angry. I'm like, why would you build your system this way? It's so stupid. But yeah, Xbox is getting busy. Yeah, to enjoy Nintendo, you just have to pretend it is a console from 1995, basically. Yeah, Xbox is getting Games Pass, family subs soon. I've been playing Pokemon Violet every night. Such a good game for the PlayStation 1. PlayStation's also bad for digital copies because if you accidentally open the game, you can't refund it at all. Oh wow, that's ridiculous. Nintendo doesn't have any. It has a policy of never accepting returns. But this is the second time they've made an exception for me for a digital return. The other time is because my kids bought the game whenever off my account because I'd left it logged in the store and walked away, and they went and bought games. And normally you still have to put in your password to buy stuff. So, but so it's protected normally. But I had left it logged in a state where they could just hit buy, and they did. So Steam's and Xbox are good for refunds. That was whenever she was like 5. So yeah, and my younger one was 3. But yeah, Steam and Xbox are good for refunds. They sure are. And they're also really good for, like, just in general, policies that make sense. And, like, you know what I mean? Like, the ability to select, like, nothing beats Steam's sharing. Like, my wife is in my list of, like, what, up to 8 people that you can set as part of your family. And so she can just play my entire Steam library as long as I don't have that game open. That's how everything should be for digital. Every digital download system should work that way. Every console and everything. Like, it's really insane that it doesn't. In fact, I think, in a way, Games Pass does between console and PC. Like, on PC, I play Halo Wars 2 on PC, and immediately can go over to my Xbox. I don't have to, like, re-sign in or anything. But it doesn't work that way between 2 Xboxes, which means Xboxes are now inconvenienced. And you're hurting your ability, your end user, experience by making it to where I have to even press that login button for Xbox, and they're the best one on the market for this. So that's kind of crazy. Steam and Xbox are good for refunds. Yeah, if you played under 2 hours in like a week, buying it, you can refund it on Xbox. Yeah, exactly, because they know you're gonna open the game probably right away, and then you're not even necessarily gonna realize until you get into it that it's too gory or something like that for your kids. Or maybe it's like, oh, I didn't mean to buy this. I meant to buy the sequel. I thought this was the sequel. Or I meant to buy the original because I want to play that first, and I ended up buying the sequel. And I can't afford the original, and I want to buy the right one. So, like, it makes sense that you would definitely, like, mistakes happen in the first 2 weeks. And under 2 hours. So, like, yeah. I did want to run this by you guys one more time before I actually finalize it here, is this weapon placement, because I still, last night I was thinking, maybe I should just put the assault rifle over here where the SMG was and put this as a battle rifle, and I don't know. And I just saw it in this list. I keep going back and forth on it, and I want to hear what y'all's opinion is especially before Aaron leaves. Long time no talk. How are you, bro? I'm doing pretty good. Welcome to chat. I think you were on... I think this is your first time chatting here, but you were on YouTube, right? See, I don't see why any AR needs to be on here when you spawn with one. Yeah, that's true. And the thing is, it used to be a battle rifle, but then there are no what do you call them, SMGs in this one. We're in Halo 2, so bullet hose over here makes more sense. Yeah, I thought you were on YouTube. Yeah, I recognized your name. I don't see why an AR needs to be... Yeah, okay. So let me know what you think then? Should I replace this? I mean, it's ammo for your AR, but everyone will be running around with them. More BRs, the better. Yeah, okay. I'll put another BR here then, like it is in the actual original map, because it's the 1.1 version anyway. I had put this for an SMG because it's small arms, and I thought that for me personally, I would probably want one of these to bunker down here, because in a bunker you can be like, you can take your shots and right before they kill you, you can like hide and then reload and then come back out. And that's one of the weaknesses of the Mangler, is that it reloads kind of quickly, since they took it down from, they removed 2 bullets from the chamber, from the clip, I think. I'm planning to make a trailer for Cross Battle, which will include the Cell Games Arena. Oh, yes. Now I fully recognize your name. You know, okay. Look, earlier I forgot my own middle name, because for Sean W, my middle name is Sean, spelled the same way and everything. So yeah, just to prove how bad I am with names. I'm planning to make. Yeah, we worked on the Cell Games Arena. Now I fully remember. Okay, yeah, and I remember you from Xbox Live, of course. I'd have said just one ranged weapon each, and yeah. Whoops. So I've got there's battle rifle. Battle rifle, because this is how the original is. This is the 1-to-1 version, and I will change this for this glove version, to your point, where like too many ranged weapons on the ends are going to make people like be in these bases and just bunkering down. But battle rifle up here, and then of course the sniper rifle. So this is all Halo 2 set up, and we'll improve it later. But yeah. It's cool, bro. You got kids and a bunch of other responsibilities. Yeah, and I'm just also pretty sure that like it's seriously, it's like a mental thing where I've forgotten my own mother's name before this has happened. People have been like, "Oh yeah, what's your mother's name again?" And I was like, Tara. It took me like 2 before I remembered my own mom's name. So yeah, I'm like that. Okay, well, let me know if you swap back over to YouTube. Okay, I will. By the way, Waterworks looking great so far. Thanks. And by the way, you're here just in time for us to be talking this morning about switching over to YouTube, because Twitch is, the Xbox app for Twitch just got like downgraded exponentially and like substantially. And I was mostly here on Twitch for Aaron, who likes to chat and watch through Twitch. So I'm probably gonna be going back to YouTube. And I was getting like more viewers, even though they were being quiet over there. So overall, I think it's because there are fewer streams over there, and so YouTube is pushing harder, especially gaming streams. So YouTube is pushing them harder with their algorithm, and I think that's probably the reason why I was getting more over there. But still, so you're here just in time to see us be migrating back over there, like probably next stream. I'm not gonna do it yet because it'll require me to go down and come back up and all that stuff. And probably my kids are all gonna wake up soon anyway, and I'm gonna have to end the stream for the day, but I don't know yet, so we'll find out. But yeah, oh, I didn't set the, you know what, I'm about to have to, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna delete this, because I'm gonna go in here and set this as the working folder. I need to start remembering to do that. I was really good about that before the break, like really good about that, I think, before the Christmas break. And moving and everything, and the baby birth and everything. Before that giant break, I was like, yeah, no, I was doing really good about keeping track of the folder I'm in and only placing things in the correct folder. And now I'm like back to square one, it seems. But yeah, let's see. Almost gave up on the entering the Forge Hub tournament multiple times. Oh, did you finish? Oh, and if you do, then you'll have an automatic upload of your map progress. Yeah, that's true too. I won't have to like... Yeah, I won't have to delay it. And actually, that might be like... I haven't uploaded a lot of videos. Like, since the... What was it? The one I think the episode I called, like, Duplicitous Puma. Which, by the way, that is... Like, I'm always... You know, my policy is, like, don't steal my stuff. That's a name that came to me that I'm like, yeah, I really want to name a game mode that, so... that I have mechanics for, so try not to steal my Duplicitous Puma. But otherwise, but I'll just use. Well, we can always both use it. So try not to steal it. But if you feel the need to steal it, then okay, whatever. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I did finish, although parts of my map, like the camera and the scripted door, are pretty shitty. Oh, okay. I am really interested to see what you built, and I probably have seen it on Twitter and just forgot that I've seen it. So. But yeah, because I haven't played like any of the ones that are in the contest. If you, yeah. So you're right though. It'll go straight to YouTube, and it'll be saved straight onto YouTube, and I won't have to worry about it. It also prompts me for a name every time, whereas Twitch allows me to ignore that. And so I had it set to like, yeah, I'm 80% done with the map for like probably 10 whole percent of the map. You know what I mean, of progress. So okay, we got a battle rifle here. Let's duplicate that. The game mode for Duplicitous Puma. Tuna. Anyway, Duplicitous Puma. I want to do a copycat game, and just to explain it to you, I want to make a game mode, which will probably require which will definitely require scripting right now. I kind of want to wait until scripting is able to be done on a game mode level, but I may not be able to do that because it will require a what do you call it? A vehicle to be on the map that has to be pinned to it. So I don't know if it's even possible. But anyway, it's like a cross between. It's just a fun game mode I thought of that I think is going to be pretty crazy and fun. Where basically someone's in a warthog and everybody's in warthogs and you have to follow the leader. And and if you don't, then you end up getting blown up and you only have 1 life per round. And the person in the lead is trying to like drive near cliffs to try and get everyone else to fall off the cliff and die. And basically, it's literally just like a cross between Follow the Leader and jeez, what was the other one? There was 2 games, like classic kids games that came to mind. That was like it was like a hybrid between these 2 little games. I thought it'd be fun. Anyway, let's see. The flag banner thing. Yes, I was starting to. I haven't actually tried it. I started to try it and then immediately had to get up and go do other stuff. And I started to, and it's nowhere near close to something worth doing yet because I didn't scale it and I didn't adjust the lighting, and it looks like it's like just constantly. It's just really bombarded by this light. But I was also thinking about the instead of the light using the stencil. Which is the thing I tried first originally was a stencil, but it was blurry on these walls. Like I tried to put the stencil straight onto this wall, and I think it's the rust effect, the dirt layer. Something about it is making the stencil appear extremely blurry on the wall. I'm happy with how the rest of the map came out. Oh, good. That's great. And let's see. Always, my lunch break is almost over, and I need to go back to work. It was nice talking to you again. Yeah, same. Thanks. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. So, in case anyone was wondering, he made a what do you call it? Hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z, and I went in there and helped him with the scripting to make one of the versions of it. I think he made 2 versions of it. One of them is just sort of like a regular arena, and the other one is basically what do you call it? It's an arena, but then it has this gravity. That's the one I helped with, which was scripting that like gravity gets more intense. Gravity's really low near the building, so it's like Dragon Ball Z. You can jump around a lot, and then it gets more intense as you go away from the building, like the hyperbolic time chamber. How gravity got more intense for the training purposes. So there are 2 of those. They're both up on the thing, and it makes for a really fun like style, like kind of wacky game night style of playing the game. For the gravity one, and then the other one is just a pretty decent map for a pretty good map for real like versus mode. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I've got this up here, and it's fully automatic pistol, right? You can hold down the trigger. So this is kind of like the SMG, right? But it's not because it's single shot. So it's just automatic pistol, fully automatic pistol. Yeah. So we've got this up here. That is technically kind of closer to the SMG in a way than this, but I feel like this would be better down here, to be used down here. So let me know if you think the Mangler should be down here, or maybe an assault rifle. But I don't know, a fully automatic weapon would be what I would think would be down there. But the assault rifle is the only other one other than like machine guns. So if you think I should do that, then that's what we'll do. But yeah, so now I've got 8 battle rifles like I'm supposed to, so know that. Energy sword is next over here, but that's not what's next over here. They've got they've got the bulldog next. So we go down to the shotgun. I'm pretty sure it's just the 2. Yep, 2 shotguns. We got that correct. We've got the cinder shot is the brute shot. The bulldogs. Oh, sorry, no. The disruptor. Both replace 2 of the SMGs. There are apparently 6 SMGs on the map. and I believe I only replaced 4. So I must have missed some SMGs. I'll need to go look for those. Unless I replaced it with something else, and I don't remember. But energy sword, yeah. Equipment dispenser, that's definitely something that's down in the pit. Grenade dispenser, also down in the pit. 2 turrets, 2 rocket launchers, frag grenades. I definitely don't have as many frag grenades because some of the places had 3 frag grenades because you could carry 4 back then, so I put them down to 2. Let's see, but just to be sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 frag grenades over there, and 10 over here, because 0 up to 9. So yeah, that would probably, yeah, I think that accounts for the ones that I didn't put in, because that would be 1 on each side for 2 separate groups of 3, and that definitely tracks. I remember it being that many. Okay, the Mangler replaced 2 of the SMGs, and the, yeah, so whatever I put for the, unless I didn't put anything for the other 2 SMGs, then yeah. Plasma grenades, gotta count those. I think those also had a situation like that, but okay, I have 10 of those as well. And over here there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of those. So there's only one place in the very middle of the map that had 3 instead of 2. Okay, so then let's see. So we've got the manglers. Oh, I must have replaced another SMG with manglers because I've got 4 manglers here. Huh. I don't remember that. Well, I'm going to click 1. No, that'll be the one that's in the base because I know I placed those earlier on. So I'll click on number 2, press down the right joystick, it'll orient my angle at it, and it'll force me to get really close. I'll deselect, and yeah, I must have put manglers here for SMGs. So that's all the SMGs accounted for. Ah, lots of stuff in chat. I think I missed. No? Wait. No stuff in chat. My bad. Okay. And then, yeah, so I think we're just counting these things, and that's about it. And now my daughter's saying she's hungry. Well, everybody, I mean, all but 4 people have left. So maybe her being hungry is a good timing anyway. Because, like, I can definitely keep going because I would like to, but I think that she's gonna want. Let me finish out the weapons and then we'll sign out for the day. But yeah, so pistol, magnum. Here we go. 4 magnums, yeah, and 4 sidekicks. Needlers, 4 needlers and 4 needlers. Needlers aren't dual wielded in this, so that's gonna be more needlers than people will expect. But yeah, let's see. Plasma grenades. I already counted those. Plasma pistol. We get 4 of those. Let's see. Plasma pistol, 4 of those. Yep. Let's see, sniper rifles, there are 3 of those. I know that. I don't even have to look that up because there's 1 in the middle and then the other 2. 1 on each base. Stalker rifle would be the 2 carbines, which I know there's only 2 of, yeah. And weapon pad and weapon trunk. So yeah, we've got all the weapons accounted for, and now we can definitely move on. And I know all the vehicles are accounted for because they're just straight up, you know, we know where all those are. So at this point, yes, probably off stream, I guess, I'll be placing a kill volume down here. I can delete all these weapon pad actually now that I know that I've got everything. Power equipment pad, delete. Grenade dispenser, power weapon pad, equipment dispenser, vehicle pad, delete that. Ball stand, I'm gonna probably need that. Weapon trunk, I don't need that. Okay, so that's all cleaned up. So if I was getting close to the object limit, that's clean. I think I can select all of these. Am I able to select this? I am. Okay. And move them up to the bases, and then what is this? Stronghold capture zone? Wait, what? They have the capture zone as a separate thing from the little pads? So does the zone have to be around the pads to make the pads function? Oh, some of these are locked. I'm gonna have to unlock them and stuff, so I won't worry about all that, about moving these right now. Yeah, so I guess the way it works is you need this to envelop some of these power sockets to make them into stronghold capture sockets. Otherwise, they probably don't function for strongholds. That's my guess. You can add these in and then just use scripting to sort of like make that power something on or something if you want to, and that won't have anything to do with strongholds. And then that means you can also come in here and set these to only spawn during strongholds. Label 1, stockpile socket. Yeah, okay. Include in stockpile, but not in other game modes, so yeah. So you can do that, but I guess it needs to be marked as a socket and also... Or is this just to tell you this is an indicator, isn't it? This is just to be a HUD marker, isn't it? To tell you where to go to capture it. Is this capture zone? I bet that's true. Stockpile nav point. Yep, there it is. Include in stockpile. Yeah, okay. So this doesn't matter. The box being wrapped around it doesn't matter. It probably just makes a light up thing for your HUD around it, like a little barrier around it that tells you to come here. So yeah, so you just need these to say label stockpile socket, and then you don't want them to appear in other game modes, so you put them in. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's cool. That's important because I have a map idea involving stockpile specifically. Like, this map is going to be especially cool in stockpile. But then also I'm going to use them in Slayer during this map. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I think that will be the stream for today because I need to go feed my daughter, and we will pick back up, you know, on YouTube tomorrow. I need to remember to switch to YouTube. If I hit go live and I haven't changed my settings, I might have to go back down and then change it. So, but yeah, we're gonna go live on YouTube tomorrow instead of Twitch. We're switching over switching back over because Twitch's updates are wonky. Maybe I'll upload this stream to YouTube today, like as soon as possible, just so that everyone on YouTube can see this. And see that we're coming back to YouTube. And I'll just skip all the ones that I'm behind on because I'm like 5 days, 6 days, something like that, maybe even a whole week behind on uploading to YouTube. Because ever since that one I had to edit, and I was just like either too lazy or just too scatterbrained to ever sit down and edit past that part that I messed up at the beginning. I just never uploaded that one, never uploaded anymore. And yeah, but I'm coming back over there to stream there, not just watch there. And then, yeah, and then we'll be there. And we won't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, so yeah, thank you everyone for coming out. And I'll catch you all later.